very much, Mr. Shirley. Let's begin this assembly with a full rendition of the national anthem. The pledge. Please be seated. Good afternoon to everyone here. Welcome to our distinguished parents. This is the first time we're opening our doors once again to the world, and that really means to you. You are the first of those to be invited to Regent after the COVID-19 protocols that made us close our doors for such social or academic gatherings. So we would like you all to have a warm welcome by us, the Regent family. Please welcome the parents here today. Welcome to the board. Good afternoon, teachers. Good afternoon, students. This is our Accolades Assembly, the first for this academic year, and is based on the outcome of the first half-term results for term 1. Sitting in here are those who have achieved the right to sit in this hall amongst the student body. We have our Year 7 students and our Year 11 students as members of the audience. The reason they were chosen is because for Key Stage 3, meaning Year 7, 8, and 9, the Year 7s have an average of 78.9 as a year group in all subjects, and that is almost an A grade. And that earns them the right as a year group to represent Key Stage 3 in this hall. A round of applause for yourselves. Key Stage 4, Year 10 and 11. The Year 11s have an average of 73.8 across all subjects that they're doing, which is no mean feat because they have to choose IGCSE subjects, and this is the end of the road for some of them. So their hard work is paying off as they are the lead in Key Stage 3. Let's give a round of applause to them. Our Accolades Assembly celebrates the top 10 percentile in every year group. So sat here as well are pupils representing Year 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 who are the best academically so far this year. Not only do they have to be in the top 10 percentile, they also have to have amassed an average across all subjects of 80% or above. So to all you awardees, we congratulate you. A round of applause to you as well. A notable absence today is that of our principal, Mr. Matthew Noble. I will be giving the welcome address and the principal's speech, so I might as well do it now instead of coming up again. For me, it's reflecting on one of my best poems, and that's If by Rudyard Kipling. I'll focus on just two stanzas, the first and the last. The whole poem is really a reference to one's character and how you live your life, and it encapsulates an idealistic idea in a very microcosmic way. The first stanza goes, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired of waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hate. And yet, don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. That poem resonates with me because it talks about character and how I should live my life and the outlook I should have. You are sitting in here now, the top, the cream of the crop, the academic best that Regent has to offer at the moment. But still, some of you sitting back there, you have tried your best. You've fallen short at this moment. But that doesn't mean that it's over by any long shot. Believe in yourself, even when others doubt you. Always focus on being the best you can. Live life to the maximum. Make every day count. Put a smile on others' faces. Do not trade in misery. We're here to build your character. Your parents expect much. We expect much. But much more, expect everything that you can deliver from yourself. Perfection can be delivered. It's just an aspect that you will have to work on, and eventually you will be able to put it into perspective. Be better today than you were yesterday. So well done, welcome to everybody, and enjoy today's Accolades Assembly.
I have always believed in myself, even as a young child growing up in Louisville, Kentucky. My parents instilled a sense of pride and confidence in me and told me and my brother that we could be the best at anything. I must have believed them because I remember being the neighborhood marble champion and challenging my neighborhood buddies to see who could jump the tallest hedges or run a foot race the length of the block. Of course, I knew when I made the challenge that I would win. I never even thought of losing. In high school, I boasted weekly, if not daily, that one day I was going to be the heavyweight champion of the world. As part of my boxing training, I would run down 4th Street in downtown Louisville, darting in and out of local shops, taking just enough time to tell them I was training for the Olympics and I was going to win a gold medal. And when I came back home, I was going to turn pro and become the world heavyweight champion in boxing. I never thought of the possibility of failing, only of the fame and glory I was going to get when I won. I could see it. I could almost feel it. When I proclaimed that I was the greatest of all time, I believed in myself, and I still do. Throughout my entire boxing career, I believed in my ability to triumph over the skill of an opponent. My will was stronger than their skills. What I didn't know was that my will would be tested even more when I retired. In 1984, I was conclusively diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Since that diagnosis, my symptoms have increased and my ability to speak in audible tones has diminished. If there was anything that would strike at the core of my confidence in myself, it would be this insidious disease. But my confidence in what to continue to live life as I choose wouldn't be compromised. In early 1996, I was asked to light the cauldron at the Summer Olympic Games in Atlanta. Of course, my immediate answer was yes. I never even thought of having Parkinson's or what physical challenges that would present for me. When the moment came for me to walk out on the 140-foot high scaffolding and take the torch from Janet Evans, I realized I had the eyes of the world on me. I also realized that I held the Olympic torch high above my head. My tremors had taken over. Just at that moment, I heard a rumble in the stadium that became a pounding roar and then turned into a deafening applause. I was reminded of my 1960 Olympic experience in Rome when I won the gold medal. Those 36 years between Rome and Atlanta flashed before me, and I realized that I had come full circle. Nothing in life has defeated me. I am still the greatest. This I believe.
Top achievers in Gen 1. In the 13th place, we have Demilade Imani Akinlade. In the 12th position, we have Gabriel Diaz Pedregal Voltures. She's asking with permission. 11th position, we have Faithful Jago with an average score of 87.27%. Just let's give her a round of applause. In the 10th position, with an average score of 87.58%, we have Damola Ogunwuyiwa. With an average score of 88.04%, we have Timileyin Adesina. In the 8th position, with an average score of 88.31%, Daniel Danga. Let's give him a round of applause. 7th position with an average score of 88.38%, David Ola. In the 6th position with an average score of 88.51%, Almaza Obora Mororo. Position with an average score of 88.58%, Aisha Shafi Darosa. You can do better than that. In the fourth position, with an average score of 89.12%, Temi Desayo Taiwo Ayodele. In the third position, with an average score of 90.15%, which is an A-star, Aria Sandy Deshmore. In the second position, with an average score of 91.85%, also A-star, Oluborewa Awodele. And in the first position for year 7, with an average score of 93.93%, can we please welcome Anissa Moses Samuel. Thank you, Mrs. Bro.
Year 8 top achiever. In 12th position with an average of 86.8, Hawa Gomel. Position with an average of 86.52%, Adure Ojinere. Position with an average of 86.71, Chidaro. In 9th position with an average of 87.07%, Omosibia Wifo. In 8th position, with an average of 87.31%, Faisal Ibrahim. Abdulhamid Abuja. In sixth position, with an average of 89.07, Ifeoluwa Kiton Ogunlowo. In fifth position, with an average of 89.23, Hafsa Bello Muhammad. In fourth position, with an average of 89.27, Mufolorunso Majiagbe. In third position, with an average of 91.78, Chukwuka Chukwudumele Mobale. In second position, with an average of 91.92, Khadija Yahuza Kasim. And in first position, with an average of 92.70, Irara Osim. Thank you, Mr. Ashby.
Lieutenant top achievers. In third place, with an average of 85.56, is Umar Bello Anam. In ninth place, with an average of 85.76, Oban B. Akura Adesa. In eighth place, with an average of 86.32, Ethan Ebo. In seventh place, with an average of 86.32, Uchenwa Ozioma Jason. position with an average of 86.81, Gichuyi Christina. In fifth position with an average of 88.77, Sing. In fourth place with an average of 88.89, Ugu Urena. In third place with an average of 89.15, Elias Chabel. Second position with an average of 90.44, Daniel David. First position with an average of 91.23, Oreg Tobechu. Thank you, sir.
In 10th place, with an average of 83.95, we have Alimashao Damilola. In 9th place, with an average of 84.27, we have Saleh Naib Abidjan. In 8th place, with an average of 84.64, we have Umar Nasri Nuruddin. In 7th place, with an average of 84.76, we have Louis Okonkwo Osisotsu. average of 86.46, we have Nkechika Ebube. In fifth place, with an average of 86.41, we have Strong Heights, Girasol, Santander. In third place, with an average of 86.54, we have Wodi Joshua David Chimega. In second place, with an average of 86.77, we have Abu Zefamini. And in first place, with an average of 89.45, we have Terry Ahmed Amina.
The 11 top achievers. In seventh position, which is a three-way tie, first is Chimereze Berry. The same average of 84.76 and still seventh position is Abidat Mustafa. The third Danga from Danga family to receive the award today is Favor Danga with an average of 84.1%. Third position, and with an average of 85.70 is Ucheoma Olisiamaka. Fifth position, with an average of 86.05 is Ekion Onisha. Fourth position, with an average of 88.43 is Ogenafego Onure. Third position, with an average of 89.06 is Nimisha Esmo. Second position, with an average of 90.16 is Samira Udell. With a whopping 92
2.81. First is Carissa Musa.
There are no points for it being a family affair. However, there are certain names who have produced accolade awardees in more than 1 year group. Names recurring like Deshko, Gumbel, Moses Sarumi, Uchewa, and 3 strikes for Danga. Let's give these friends a round of applause. Please, parents, if you have more, please send them to us. Okay, the Accolades Assembly Accolades Awards also feeds into our house competition. So, we have 4 houses, Benue, Congo, Volta, Senegal, that compete as well. And so, the academic aspect is also important as well as the extracurricular things we do in Regent. And so, for this round, we have, I'll tell you about the total awardees first. The total amassed accolades, we have in 4th position, 9 of them, Volta House. $11 awardees from Senegal House. The second and first houses, 15 for awardees for one, 19 for the other. First place, Congo House, second place, Congo House, first Congo House, I think we're about to hear that Congo chat. I was setting up. That was with restraints, believe me. And now we talk about the house positions proper. Now is when we talk about how many, just like a medal table. Gold wins everything. So, in 4th position, with 1 second place, we have Senegal House. In 3rd position, with 2 third places and 2 second places, Volta House. The second position has 3 third positions, 1 second position, and 2 first positions, while the winner has 1 second position and 3 first positions. Runner-up Congo House, winner Benue House. I'll call Mr. Akinola up on stage now to have a few announcements.
Good afternoon and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. School lunch and dinner gone deliciously.
DFE cupcake month today was memorable.
And on to the national news.
Nigeria faces one of its worst cholera outbreaks in years.
Tension in Lagos over 1 year end SARS protest.
Gunmen kill 3 Imo's traditional rulers.
Squid Game is officially Netflix's most watched series. And on to the world news.
School steps in to give classes to Afghan children living in hotel.
Morocco bans UK flights due to COVID cases rising.
In sports, table tennis competition at the Regent Secondary School was a success. I am Gabriel Diaz, and with me this afternoon is
Mihra Skita. Now the news in detail. On Saturday, 16th October 2021, the Regent Secondary School held its first lunch and dinner event due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It was well planned with all SMCs in attendance and all students present observed the COVID-19 protocols.
Nigeria is seeing one of its worst cholera outbreaks in years, with more than 2,300 people dying from suspected cases, as Africa's most populous country struggles to deal with multiple disease outbreaks.
The Cupcake Day, which took place on 15th October 2021, was a success. Students wore mufti and they bought food and drinks, especially cupcakes and Fanta. Reports given were all positive.
Tragedy struck in Imo State on Tuesday, 19th October 2021, as yet to be identified gunmen opened fire on traditional rulers during a meeting, killing 3 of them.
At 11:49 a.m. on Wednesday, 20th October 2021, the Lagos State government had announced the imposition of a 24-hour curfew in all parts of the state, with effect from 4 p.m. of the same day. This was due to hijack of NSARS protests across the state, where hoodlums attacked citizens and destroyed properties, including police stations.
There is growing evidence of the lack of support for Afghans who've arrived in Britain. The table tennis competition that occurred on Wednesday, 13th of October, went well. Junior and senior boys and girls played against each other.
One game.
And that's all in the news today. Thank you for listening.
We'll now go to the stars and sports for week 7 and week 9. I'll start with Benway House. Benway House, we have a 6-way tie with 2 points each. We have the following students: Halima Yakubu Tanimu, Demilade Mani Akinade, Najib Mohammed Seidu, Daniel Danga, Anissa Moses Sarmi, and Omutere Selma Bedu. And the best form with 15 points, Benway House. Our second very opponent. Congo House. The best student, we have a 2-way tie. We have Olu Morewa, Arike Awoboko, and Almaza Elizabeth Awolo. And Congo House, the best form with 37 points, 7 Congo. Senegal House, we have a 4-way tie with 3 points each. Jimmy Desayo, David Taiwa Yodele, Adasa Oban Yakura, Amina Babagana Alkadi, and Zainab Bashir. And Senegal House, the best form with 35 points, we have 9 Senegal. Volker House, the best student with 4 points is Isa Abubakar Isa. And the best form Volker House with 57 points, 7 Volta. The best student for this week, we have a 2-way tie with 6 points each, Almaza Elizabeth Awolo and Olumorewa Arike Awoboko. And the best form with 7 points, 7 Volta. House positions. Coming fourth with 40 achievement points, 55 behavior points, and a total of minus 15 Benway House. It's important to state at this juncture that one student earned Benway House 50 behavior points. This is 50 behavior points because of very bad behavior, and the student did not own up until we told the student we were going to check the CCTV camera, and that's why Mrs. A awarded that student 50 behavior points for the house. So please, when others are working really hard to add to the points of the house, make sure you're not the one dragging them down. That student will be identified during the next house meeting. Congo House. Coming third with a total of 39 points, we have Congo House. And in second and first positions, respectively, we have Volta with 63 and Senegal with 65 points. Today is Halima Yakubu Tanimu's birthday. Round of applause. We have the following students celebrating their birthdays this week. When you see them, please on the corridor, wish them happy birthday. We now have a few announcements before we end this assembly. PTCs, we have our PTCs today from 2 to 4 p.m. and tomorrow from 10 to 12 p.m. Please, it's important that you attend the PTCs with your parents. It's going to be online, but we advise that you also attend the PTCs with your parents. It's very important that you hear from your teachers. The Inter-House Volleyball competition has been postponed till next week, Friday, the 12th of November. And we also have the art competition on Saturday, the 13th of November. We have school production rehearsals tomorrow from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Please take note, if you're a member of the cast, the crew, backstage, make sure you're present tomorrow from 10:30 till 2:30. Day students, you will have lunch for the boarders, so you have nothing to worry. This now brings us to the end of this assembly. Once again, thank you very much for attending. The doors are officially open to parents, so we look forward to events here where you are all flocking back in droves. The school production will be one of those. I'm excited, I can't wait. Students, we're going to do this. This is how you leave. So even though we're going to process out and you stand up, I suggest after we're out, you sit down, and the form tutors would make sure you usher the students out this way. That half first out, and then you follow afterwards. Parents, you leave this way, please. And we're trying to make sure that the traffic in front of Regent dies out quickly. Thank you very much today. Please rise as the stage team